Hello guys, welcome to another episode of War Thunder, and this is, I think this will be my final, I can't talk, my final Ground Forces, tutorial video. What I did is for a few hours today, I just played. I tried to get myself into situations I wanted to cover in my clips. And that's exactly what they are. They're just a bunch of clips all put together in one video. I was a little bit awkward in a few of them. But, you know, if you watch my other ones, that's to be expected. So, and also what I'm doing right now is this is the Panther, and this is my next tank I'm going to unlock. So I'm just screwing around with it in case you are wondering. But enough about this, it's not important at all. I just wanted to start off my video and explain what it was all about. For the hull down position part, I could not get any footage to use a different tank in that position. I wasn't getting very good maps, and you know, so you only get one clip of that. It's not the best, but it should give you an idea. That's what all these are. These are not the greatest clips, but for a beginner to learn some of the basics, I think these are pretty good, and they do their job of giving you a basic explanation of some of the tactics and all that good stuff that I personally use quite often when I play, and I'm sure many others use. So after I kill this KV-2, you guys will start seeing the clips. Boom. Alright, I hope you guys enjoy my video, and I will see you guys tomorrow for my Let's Play. Hello, this is the hull down position, where only your turret is exposed and your hull is covered by a hill or some rubble or something. So this is a very good position because usually your turret is a very, very strong part. I'm trying to get the angle to work right, but the replay thing for the game is pretty awkward, but you can get an idea because my turret is just poking up right there. With the American tanks, you have really good gun depression, so going hull down is a very, very, very good tactic for them to have. I will try and get another, well, first, here's what it, oh, whoa. Okay, there you go. This is what it looks like from first person, pretty much. I have this big field of view. I am very well covered. This is the end of the match I took this in, so you know there's no enemies to demonstrate actually how effective it is, but just trust me when I say that's effective, because it is. It works on Shermans as far as I know, as I'm demonstrating here. It works really well on Hellcats, but this is just one of the techniques that I use. I will try and demonstrate this with another vehicle. So yeah, this is just one example of it. Let's use bushes. When you are in a small, low profile tank destroyer like this, use the bushes. Nobody can see me from that far away. I am completely covered, but I can look over it with the third person, so this is a very good thing to use. It works well. I've used it effectively several times, but don't always count on it. You always gotta look around your flanks as well. You can't just park behind a bush and expect everybody to, you know, just come right in front of you. So obviously look around your surroundings. So bushes, they work. Use them. Only my gun barrel's sticking out, and you're not going to see that from far away, probably. Like this tank right there, he's dead. I can't see him through the bushes, but he's right there. If he was alive, there's no way he would be able to see me. So, like I said, bushes, use them. Alright guys, up until this point, I was being very careful. I was checking my surroundings and making sure nobody was trying to get through and cause problems, but the very second I say screw it and I just YOLO, this is what happens. Boom, Hellcat. I was lucky. I angled my armor like I do every time I turn a corner. I always angle my armor, but this is a Hellcat, and it is a lot faster. And right there, I get unbelievably lucky. So, always be careful about what you're doing. Do not rush if you do not know what you're rushing into. Alright guys, you saw what happens when you rush around a corner and you don't check to make sure nobody's there. Now, let us see what happens when you are smart and you do check. But right here, I almost turned a corner, but I see that Su-85, so I angle my armor. I know he has a long reload, and I kill him. And then I see the KV-2. I back up, because I did not know if he was going to turn his gun and blow me to pieces with that 152 of his. And he did not, so I put one right in the back of his turret and detonate his ammo rack. And an IS-1 just went that way. So I go around the church. And I did not see him right away. So I turn, I engage him. It is just a 10.5 Sherman, not a big deal. Reload, boom, dead. Oh, didn't mean to pause it there, but alright guys, play smart. This is not World of Tanks. You do not have a hit point pool to fall back on. You saw me just one-shot all three of those tanks. So, if you're not careful, you will be one of those tanks. Alright guys, this goes a little bit with the play smart thing, but it's a little bit different. I don't know. I just wanted to tell you about it. Regardless, do not go head on. Do something that they aren't expecting. Sneak around, flank them. You can see this tiger there, well actually both those tigers, they are frontally engaging some enemies off to the left over there somewhere. So what I do is well first I look around to see exactly where they are and I have no clue. And then I assume that they are on the other side of that hill. So that is where I go, and I start flanking them. This is a replay, obviously, as you can tell, so that's why I can see their names. There is a Sherman and a Hellcat there. So, come over that hill, surprise them. They're not looking for me. They're looking at the two tigers downrange. So, I kill the Hellcat. I start shooting at the Sherman. I critical him. I light him on fire, and I die by another Sherman that's completely different. But you get the idea. If you can, always go for the flank, because they will not be expecting it, and it's also the weakest part of their armor for you to shoot at and score critical hits and kill them and do whatever it is that you need to do. So, flank. Alright guys, I hope you guys learned something from my attempts at demonstrating some different tactics and whatnot of like the basics of how to play War Thunder, Ground Forces. But to summarize, use your binoculars. They are absolutely invaluable and they are just wonderful. I will show you where to go to set them up if you don't already. You go to your controls, you go over to view controls, and then right there, binoculars. I have mine set to that slash, and I could also use Q if I wanted to. But use your binoculars, they are a great tool to have, and I am so glad they added them into the game. Also, flank. Always try and get the edge on your opponent. always try and get around them, shoot them in the rear, surprise them, do whatever you have to get an advantage. The hull down tactic is amazing. It works in this game. If you played World of Tanks, you know all the American players, they use that tactic. On here, I'm pretty sure all nations can pretty much use it. I know I can use it on the Tiger to a somewhat efficient degree. But especially with the Americans, they have that wonderful gun depression, and you can just shoot them all day, and they'll just be bouncing off your turret, assuming your turret is strong enough, or your gun mantlet, or whatever. Do not rush. As you saw in that video, I was a little bit careless, and I was probably seconds away from death. I don't know which of my teammates clutched like that, but whoever you are, I love you. You are an amazing man. But like I said, you saw that. Do not get yourself into that situation, or you will most likely not have a teammate to one-shot the Hellcat that is flanking around your Tiger like that. Play smart. You saw right after I got killed, or almost got killed, I looked around the corner. You know, I was careful, and that way you know what you're up against, and you can either back off or engage and get the kills like you saw. Bushes. Use the bushes, especially if you have a very low profile vehicle like this guy right here, or even the Hetzer. Like the German tank destroyers, like, come on, pull up. All these, every single one of these is low profile, and you can use bushes to your advantage, assuming, you know, like you saw in my little clip, you can peek over them like I was. So I just felt I should summarize everything. So I hope you guys liked the video.